Hey, I'm Scott. Um, that's Lucy. She'll make some showings, I'm sure, in a bit. Um, I had this idea. I've been trying to write a book for a couple of years, and it's not working. So I have a lot of ideas. I'm an idea man, and I don't have a lot of action. And I've come to this point recently where I've reached this kind of um, transition in my life, and I feel like I need to put it somewhere. And I'm just going to give a little background on how I ended up here. But the purpose of this, first of all, and it's about the subtitle of the book is life lessons from or lessons from a life not always well lived, and because that's what's happened with me. I've had this life that I've tried to live well, but not done a great job, and I've really, really tried to help a lot of people, and I've really, really hurt a lot of people, and uh, and I'm one of them. And so some people may see this and think, "Oh, uh, isn't that something?" Like, but this may be a little thorny for some people, and I get that. But we'll get to some of that a little bit. The real purpose of this is really just I have some ideas that I just want to help people with. I just want a place to put it, and I'll direct some people to that. But I'm a therapist and I try to help people, and so I'll direct patients to this. But how I got here now is that, and hopefully maybe somebody can relate that I'm in a profession where I help people, and and I had the opportunity to be hired by my very best friend in the world, and he has this tremendous place, and I'm a big believer that it's not how many friends you have, but the quality of the friends you have. And I have two, um, and they are the best friends that I have. They know everything about me, everything, and I know everything about them. And they've been with me through tremendous, tremendous suffering and tremendous, tremendous victories. And I've been there for them too. And one of these men is one of the kindest, most loving, and also the smartest men that I've ever known. He's built this tremendous, tremendous place that helps these wonderful, wonderful people. And he gave me a job there. And I've been there for a while. And something happened recently where I have these core issues, right? Where I don't think I'm enough. And I don't think I do enough. And I don't think I measure up. And no matter how much I do and how much I give, I think I don't measure. And what happened was is I started to project that on him and other people. And so I started to become this person where and I don't know if you've ever been this person where at a job where I was the only one who knew what was right. And I was the only one doing the right thing. And I was the only one who saw everything, and no one else knew what I knew. And I felt so justified. And I felt like everyone was just not listening. And I was screaming, screaming, and everyone just wasn't listening. The problem was that I was the problem. I was screaming in internally, and and what I realized is this man, this tremendous, tremendous man who I love more than anything. He'd never changed. He's who he's always been, which is the best. He would be here, and I'd come in and out and be good and loving, and I'd move all these different directions. He never changed, and I'm being okay and not okay and okay, and I'm treating them this way, and these people did nothing but love me and support me and give me grace, and I was a handful. I've been a handful. I can be a handful, and it culminated in some things, and I was in this room with these people that just care about me, and they were all saying the exact same thing. And I have this piece of advice that if you're the only one in the room that has your point of view, you might want to listen. And I was the only one in the room with my point of view. And I had to really take stock of that. And all they did was love me, and all they did was care about me, and I was just suffering. And so what happened? I was just utterly burnt out, and I just burned the candle at both ends for too long. And what they didn't know, what they were unaware of, because I'm a master of a facade, right? If there's one thing I can do is I can be the swan, man. I can make it look like everything's fine on the surface, and underneath I'm just paddling, paddling, paddling. So for the past several weeks, I haven't been sleeping well. I've not been eating well, not enough. I haven't been taking care of myself, and I've just had this feeling that people are just um, not think I'm doing enough. And no one's said it, man. No one's fucking said it. I'm sorry, I don't think I can curse on here. Um, and and I was holding all these people to this standard that they weren't holding me to, and I was taking it out on them, and all they did was love me, and I took it out on them. And so this thing occurred to me where I thought I can save one thing and not both, and that's either the job or the friendship. And I can always find work, um, but I can't find these people again. So I had to walk away from this job that I love. I love this job. This man has built this tremendous place, the best place I've ever worked for, working with the best population that I've ever known. And it just means the world to me, these people. And, but I had to walk away to salvage um, both myself and these relationships. And I want to share this only because these are the people that we help. We help these people that put themselves on the line. We help these warriors, these protectors, these saviors, and they give and they give and they give, and they don't get. And not only don't they get, but they get looked at in a way that is so unfair. And if you ask them if they need anything, they're going to say no. And if you ask them if they're okay, they're going to say yes. And it takes this patience and this tolerance that I've been shown. Um, and so that's what leads me to here. It leads me to this place where I'm going to start this channel, and I don't want to monetize. I don't want any popularity. That's the last thing I need is popularity. I don't know how to do this. I'm Googling as I go. I'm Googling the best way to send a video, and we'll figure it out as I go along, and it'll be helpful to who it helps. And look, I get it. Um, there's some people that are going to watch this and going to think, "Oof, who is he to do this?" Because, and I'll get into this later, but I've hurt people along the way because I've lived a life of tremendous arrogance, ego. I lived a life of what can I get away with when no one's watching, and inauthenticity. And I've tried my best to do a lot of work, and I think I have, and I'm continuing to do that. But I've learned a bit along the way, and that's all I want to share. I want to share some of those lessons with people, and so people can take it if they want it, if not. But um, that's what this is for. And so I just wanted to kind of create that baseline for how I got here, and where this is hopefully going. We'll see where it goes. But there's people who show up and they save us, and they run towards where everyone else runs against, and those people deserve honor and respect and grace, and they need a lot of help. And sometimes they're giving everything, and and it's important that we listen and we care and we hold them where they are, and it just means the world. So I appreciate it, and hopefully this will be something, and we'll see where it goes.